So Yanis here, blind on blind with the A6, just going to complete, and Jack with the Queen Jack here. Good hand to raise with this. We've got position. We're blind on blind against Yanis. Yanis is going to be completing a fair amount of hands, so maybe just raise this up to 2.5, 3x in position. Try and take it down now as Jack. If we do get some resistance from Yanis, we've got a nice hand in position. So here is the raise coming in. Yanis had a great WSOP online. 16 cashes in the WSOP online. Just having a look here.
Who was that?
Yanis.
Wow.
Yeah.
16.
Yep, 16. And then he went to London and cashed in that as well.
Yeah.
The last main event. So it's been a good year for him, it looks like. But he's going to call with the ace after Jack raises it up. 994 and rainbow.
994.
And Jack here, expect to see continue. Don't need to go too large. 20, 25k, perfectly fine in this spot. So there is the better 25k. I expect Yanis to call once here with ace high. It's blind on blind. Jack's going to have a wide variety of hands. And the thing is as well, we're protected some of the time because we've got plenty of 9x in there. So the times that we do call, there's a lot of turns that Jack will just check behind.
King of Hearts on the turn.
However, this particular turn could be a okay candidate to barrel. We see a 4x in there, Yanis. We can start applying pressure to. Obviously, you've got to worry about a 9, but it's very hard for Yanis to have a 9 with 2 out there. Equity to make off straight. Yeah, I like it. Just applying the pressure here. Also targeting them ace high hands that Yanis can have here. Some of the raggy aces, about 40k. Yanis having a quick count of his chip stack, not folding immediately here. From Yanis's perspective, Jack can have plenty of kings here. He raised, but as always, talk about blind on blind. There's so many hands that we can have here as Jack in this spot.
Call.
So just calling with ace high correctly at the moment. And see the river card, which is the deuce of diamonds. And now
Checks again.
we'll see if Jack is going to fire. And to be honest with you, I think I like the bet here from Jack and River going 3 barrels. It's don't expect Yanis to call flop too much with many king highs because a lot of his Broadway hands he may choose to raise pre. Ace king's not going to be in there because he didn't raise that if he did complete. So as Jack here at Queen Jack, it's very hard for Yanis to have a king X type hand. So the only hand we're really worried about here are like the 9x holdings and blind on blind. It's very, very difficult for Yanis to have a 9x hand. There's 2 out there, so many hands he can have, and yeah, I'm a big fan of this bet. But now jumping back to Yanis from his perspective here, what's Jack got here for value? And Jack's good enough to go for 3 streets here if he did turn a king. So a king is definitely in there. Yanis not insta folding here with his ace high, having a good stare at Jack, and really thinking about this one. See him looking at him out the corner of his eye. But from his perspective, I think he'll be thinking Jack can value bet some king X here. But wise, Jack chose this 150k size because what's he trying to get called by? If Yanis did have a hand like a 4, maybe Jack's wants to go a bit smaller. So this size really attacks like a 4, and I'm surprised Yanis even called the turn with ace high. It's just very good from him, and the fact he's even thinking about this on the river.
If he actually makes this call, this is just next level.
It's just great. It's great tower. I'm a fan of the 3 barrel here, just because of the king on the turn. And wow,
did he hit that? Oh my god!
3 barrels.
You get it right, and it's just a fantastic hand and next level poker.
Yeah, it is blind on blind though. That's the thing. And Yanis knows Jack as the big stack. He's going to be raising so many hands here in position versus him, so he's got a wide variety of hands here. And maybe that's what's going through his head. He's got all them like airball hands that he's just going to go for, just because it's so hard for us to have a 9 with 2 out there, and the king is not. Oh,
fantastic!
Great
just
call,
unbelievable.
from Yanis there, and that is great. And
wow!
Jack turns the queen high over, and the A6 of Yanis is going to win a nice pot, and he's up to 672k. And now this man is one to watch, because he's been here before. He's played many a big final table, and I
know Jack nearly turned his cards over then. I don't for 1 minute think that Yanis did anything to suggest that he was doing that, but oh my word.
What a hand to start the day,
That's
guys.
why I don't play anymore.
Yeah,
it's his fault. It's completely his fault. I don't play anymore. Have you seen that? I could never do that if I sat here till the next 35 years.
You would have folded flop tower.
Exactly.
Let alone
I'm never in the A6. That was brilliant.